So part 3. My sisters run out of space. How do I replace the negative with the positive? How do I heal? And remember the last video I said, oh, okay, heal means stop. Stop thinking about it. Stop living in it. Stop being about it. You are not your trauma. It works for a story, it works for sympathy, but then after a while, it becomes a part of your life. And you start to relive those traumas. Of course, our ancient reptilian brain is saying, don't go in this area, don't be around this person because this situation can happen again. But that's when our intellect need to kick in and understand, well, these are the steps that took place. These are the things that happened that caused this to happen. That's all that needs to be analyzed. Beyond that, beyond, oh, I got robbed, I need to lock my doors. Beyond that, you should be good and be ready. When you're ready and you're prepared for the bullshit, nothing can really get to you. Nothing can really bother you because you know you have a plan in place for anybody who wants to display those behaviors or do whatever. My plan is to cut people off, move on with myself. If it's in a situation where, hey, share. No, you got 2. Don't do that. I'm sorry, y'all. So that's my whole thing is like, to make sure this ain't the universe playing with me right now. Because even back in the day, we used to have a colloquial slogan. Every time I get ready to do something, here something come. That's a perfect example. You know, you got to make sure not to say those things. Start saying things in the opposite direction of how you want it to work. It's all common sense. This is not like, this isn't something you didn't think of. This is something you don't remember. If you don't have money, say money will be here temporarily. Money will be here temporarily. But that's what I say. I'm temporarily without funds. Or, what else is, I'm temporary without funds. There's one more thing me and my friends say, because me and my friends are on this law of attraction thing. And we always were like that. Like, whether the economy was good or not, we always used to ask ourselves and question, why is this happening for me, but this isn't? And, the answer is you care too much. You give your heart too much. There's love and hate in the heart. So it's like, you having too much anxiety, it's a feeling in the heart. And you having too much anxiety is telling you you're not going to get it. Too much anxiety is telling you you're not going to have it. And that's really the issue, is that you need to relax. And all this stuff is going to sound easier because if you didn't know or you weren't doing it already, you're going to be like, man, whatever, You're going to be lazy about it at first. But once you see that shit start working for you, like, it got to the point in my life, I miss a bus, I get a ride. Long as you staying positive and you got good energy around you, happiness means happening. It's only happening because you're happy or happy about it. I'm not saying you got to be happy all the time, because naturally we feel a type of way. But don't judge things in your life. Don't use your mood to try to rationalize anything about your luck or anything about your life. Be very careful. Like, I just think life is moving too fast, period. If a lot of people just reduced all the things that they did in the day and just sat here for a second and thought about their life, they can move it in the proper direction. With clarity, with structure, no matter what's happening, because it's not about if the government's doing good or bad. It's what are you attracting? What is going on with you? When it comes down to people surviving plane crashes, car crashes, some people, I believe, just don't have the wits to think enough to feel the foreboding take over and start to rationalize the foreboding into, I'm going to die, I'm going to be injured. I think things happen to people so fast that they don't even know what's happening and they don't account for it, so they don't manifest injury and sickness. It's something we used to say in church. We used to say, don't claim your illness. This is just common sense. Like, it's really, and I'm not saying in the sense of like how we think logically. I'm talking about this should be something you sense already. Something you already know. You know this innately inside of your being. You know what's in danger, what's not. You don't have to see the news and watch what's going around the world, because you're going to equate this with your human divine consciousness that we are all suffering when we all are not. And that's why some people are jealous as fuck, because they can't figure out or don't want to do the steps they need to get what they want, to get what they need. I mean, it's just kind of like, I have so many I don't give a fucks in my energy. And not that I don't care about other people, and I don't love other people, and I don't want to see them do well. But it's like, I don't care to be jealous. I don't care to go back and forth with somebody. A lot of this shit be a joke to me, because people don't see how ridiculous they're all becoming and how ridiculous they can be. And it's just funny, because I know that if me and them sat down, looked at a movie of their life, in the future, and we made up or all that bullshit, they would see, oh man, I was being fucking crazy. Just like everybody else. We need to forgive each other, because we don't know what each other is going through, what's going on with the mental. We need to really try to love each other more. Try to, be considerate of people's feelings. Be more passionate about certain people calling certain causes. I really took a lift from my friends, because I'm just like, damn, I'm so focused on them. I'm always helping them. I'm not saying that my life was perfect, but I was already happy with my life. And then I had figured out, well, damn, I need so many steps to do this and that. Like, life had changed before my eyes, because I'm like 38. I'm like, life is changing before my eyes. It's like more technology, more ways to do things, different ways to figure things out. And like, when all of that had happened, I'm like, okay, I don't really like. And then my babies came. I said, oh no, I don't even have time for friends. I don't even have to, this is, having friends is a distraction. Not saying I'm not here for anybody. But like that everyday hanging out, like my girlfriends would call. And then another thing, single bitches and married bitches and bitches in relationships. Yes, I say bitches. I love that word. My whole thing is like, all of y'all that's in relationships can't relate to people that's single. All of the people that's single can't relate to people in relationships. And people in relationships can't relate to people married. And vice versa, back and forth. Look at Tia Mari and Corey Hardwick. I was looking at this story today. They talking about, they let her talk, the sisterhood talked her out of her man. This is my whole thing with everything. You don't know what people was going through in this situation. She could be right, she could be wrong. It could have been a good decision, a bad one. But it's just kind of like, y'all all know better. Y'all all should understand and get to know better at this time. That, like I'm saying with my friends, I really cut a lot of motherfuckers off, because I was just like, okay, you don't understand my situation. You don't understand my situation. And I don't understand theirs. Like, I try to analyze shit that might be the difference between me and other people. But, like, all them women out there that be going through relationship issues because you let your family, you let your friends, even other niggas in relationship, if they relationship going bad, you let them talk you out of the situation. Just like you let people talk you out of your money. You let the media, you let the TV, the news talk you out of following your dreams. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even that the dream doesn't take time to build. You also need to take steps. You got to go slow. You got to rest. You got other things you're doing with yourself. Your dream is never over. Your accomplishment is never over. Even when you die, you probably going to come back again and redo what you was doing and do and again and finish more of it. Your kids might finish it. So it's just kind of like, if you focus on what you're supposed to become, your inner self, what you're supposed to be, and how you're supposed to unfold, everything will work out for you. There'll be people that will be contributing to your life just because you exist. There'll be situations. There's a lot going on in my personal life that I will discuss eventually down the road. That it's happening for me because I decided to change my mind. And now I'm working on changing my mind about family members and friends, and changing my mind about, I remember this one guy said, you can go back in the past and change events. And I'm like, come on, But see, now I'm starting to understand what he means. It might be possible, it might not. But the point is that how do you want to feel about it? How do you want to recall it? I remember my husband was arguing with me the other day. He was adding events. And I was like, no, this is what happened. And he's like, oh. So I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? It's like, it's almost like, why would somebody pick you if you're not confident? Why lie to yourself and confuse yourself? When you have certain events going on, you need to really remember them. You really, really need to, if you need to go back in the past in your imagination and change something to what you want it to be, I think he had meant perspective. So what I'm saying is change your perspective. I went through that. That's what I went through. Like, as you get older, you do heal because you stop the bullshit and you start to understand, well, why did I go through that? Well, I went through that because of this and this person was this. So, you know, that's putting things in perspective and that's healing. Put that over there. Because I come from a town that has a lot of mental illness and you be crazy to take shit personal from them people. From most people in the world. All that being said, now that all that's at your way, what's bothering you? What's stopping you? And it's not even like, okay, you think it's the world. You think, oh, well, inflation. You think, oh, well, it's bombs going off over here and niggas is fighting and robbing each other. You know, it's like because you didn't heal nobody yet. Because you didn't go out and talk to nobody. You didn't pray. You're not doing your job to heal the world. That's why you got shit going on. Because you never followed your calling. That's why it's stuff happening around us. I remember I used to go out my neighborhood, sage, pray over my neighbors, go put my hand outside, pray over the energy, the area. Everything was going good till I stopped praying. You know, prayer is very powerful. And I'm not on here to run nobody's ear about Jesus and God. Because real talk, that's annoying. That we have to keep contributing our power to something different. Now, I'll give it a different type of love, a different type of appreciation. But it's really insulting to sit up there and blame God and hold God responsible when you know that you have free will. And that you know that you are a goddess and you are a god. In Islam, it's a sin. Correct me if I'm wrong in my comments. It's a what you call it? It's like an offense if you pray to God, because that's complaining. Because you got all the power. You got all the power to change your situation. You do it with love. You do it with talking. You do it with imagination. And then when you get your money, you invest. You invest in yourself. You invest in your cause. You give back. I'm telling you, don't do them things. Now the whole world's going fucking crazy. And the crazy part is that people who continue to vibrate on a good level, fight them battles with love, those are the people that are going to be put up and protected and loved and paid for. Because they've invested energetically in those people spiritually. No, they're always looking out. They're always praying. I'm always praying for my family. It doesn't matter what they've done to me. What's going on. Oh, I may not have you around. May not talk to you. But I'm wishing for your highest good. You know, some people around you not going to be able to accept your power. That's another reason why a lot of y'all don't want to be yourselves, stretch out and have faith. You know, your faith will get blocked if you sit there and block your energy, the things you want to say, and you procrastinate about the things you want to do. I'm not talking about washing the dishes. I'm not talking about going with your girlfriend somewhere, y'all going out. I'm talking about procrastinating on the things you need to do, researching things to start your business, do your business, researching things to where you need to go and finish something for a cause that you're doing. Talk to people, network, write down things, make a list. You don't always need money to complete the steps. You need to create the structure so the building will lay the bricks. You know, if you build it, they will come. So like, you know, in the imagination, in that sense, just using a physical example, if you structure your imagination, like say for instance, you close your eyes, you transform yourself into another world. And you use that world to build what you want. And you say, well, look, it's going to be like this, man. And you get so much in your head about what is happening that you start to manifest. And the crazy thing is, these people, these elites, some of these elites knew, oh, well, these people, this is how they function. So we're going to do this. We're going to put this in front of their face. They're going to play this out. It's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is people, they're going to be thinking this. They're going to be thinking that. And it's not even going to be, you know what I mean? Like, niggas is influencing you. I remember I seen a cheeseburger commercial. And I just, you know, I went right back to cheeseburgers. I wasn't even eating beef. I was like, oh, my God. Burger King. I mean, no, I'm lying. It wasn't a burger. It was an Impossible Whopper. And I didn't even care about that shit. So, even the strongest people can be affected. You know, we got to stop playing and really guard ourselves in many ways. And it's like food, mindset, friends. You know, a lot of people hate on you because you just, you know, the universe, you're not being yourself. You're not living. You're not giving in the ways that you need to give. Like some things in the astrological chart. Okay, somebody out here, you know, we got Jupiter in Aquarius. So you like cars. Your money could come through the people. Like, wherever your Jupiter is where your money's coming through. Look at y'all chart. Like, we can rap all day. And I know niggas is going to hate and try to block. You know, like, share, subscribe. If you're not like, share, and subscribing, you really, you block. And you really contributed to the downfall of mentality, mankind. Because anybody that got higher knowledge out here that's talking need to be heard. And that's real special. Anybody that's out here that's putting things in perspective, saying things that you can't say, that you don't got the balls to say, you need to like, share, subscribe. You need to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about views. I'm not really putting myself out there in that way. I'm really kind of hoping that this video gets to the right people. But I know there's not many advanced minds. I know that advanced minds can be bombarded with things in life. I'm just trying to do my part, what I think is right. Hopefully this will get to the right people. If people really give a fuck and they can't say what they want or put things in perspective, back to law of attraction. All of it is summed up to this. Be what you want to see. Be what you want to be. I've been doing it for years and I've been vibrating the good situations. It doesn't matter what's going on. Psalm 91. It doesn't matter what's going on. As long as I stay in my little place, everything works out for me. Everything. And I'm saying, like, I don't even need to use candle magic or nothing like that, but I will. If I'm praying to God about how to get out of my situation and some weird shit sprinkle by, like a reader walks up to me, they're like, yo, I'm selling these bags, I'm selling these candles. And I'm getting a feeling inside. And I'm like, you know what, this might really help me. Why the fuck won't I do it? Who's the devil? I just want to understand that. Bobby Boucher. I just want to understand that. Like, why aren't y'all doing what you know you the fuck supposed to do? And then all this playing around, oh, she worked for the devil. See, all y'all, the devil don't fuck with you. The devil don't know y'all. They would never fuck with y'all. It's nothing but us. Real shit. I'm tired of it. I done snapped my neck around so many times and I ain't see a motherfucking thing. Not a goddamn ghost. Nothing. You see your ancestors, that's one thing. That's in your reality. That's on your motherfucking screen. Ain't nothing doing nothing to you. Ain't nothing fucking with you. I mean, look, I'm telling you, let somebody send a curse. Let somebody mint and they sending vibes. Ain't nothing stopping you. And then they gonna get their ass whooped too. What's good? It's nothing really stopping you. So, like, I don't really know what's going on with the world. Maybe it's improving. I see beautiful things happening. I see life opening up and just becoming beautiful. The more, the sad part is, the more you don't have money, the more you see how much people love you, how much you've loved people, how much the universe provides, meaning that how much you opened up. Because I've seen some really evil people prosper. How do evil people prosper? Why do bad things happen to good people? Was it the way they was thinking? Was it the way they reacted? I'm just... Come on. Because I want to tell my kids the right shit. Right? We want to know. Because I know the things that I was thinking led me into situations. But that could just be me. You got to think positive. You have to think in a winner's attitude and mentality. It's not about being Christian. It's not about being your religion. It's not about making your family happy. It's really about survival. But it can't even be that energy. Because in your imagination, a rich person is never thinking about surviving. A wealthy person is never worried. A wealthy person knows that they have enough property. A person that's prosperous knows that they can make enough money for the day. A person that is rich knows that life is for the taking and for the tasting and eating and for the sights, and savors it. And then, what do they call it? What else? It's rich, it's wealthy. You got people that's loaded. I mean, listen to these words, right? Which one do you want to become? Because everybody's talking about inflation and everybody's talking about how to be broke. How am I broke? How are you broke? And it really do be broke. It be broken. Because it's just kind of like, even if you can't attract money, which is the new commodity, you can attract the things that you need. So imagine yourself with the things that you need. Because if I want some fruit, I just imagine tasting it, the motherfucker walk up to me. We don't understand time and space. We don't understand all that. We don't need to do all that. We're here to enjoy things. We're not here to atomic mass, times, and structures and shit. We're not on that. We can pray, ask for some shit. We're going to get some answers. But we're not here for that. We're here to create new things. We know all that. This is the precipice. Because it is inflation, right? In one world or another. There is certain things going on, right? So how are people staying afloat? What's going on? And we can even contribute it down to delusion itself. That used to be a negative thing, right? You really got to ignore your circumstances that's within your environment and your immediate environment, and start to project and imagine. Because once you close your eyes and you imagine, you actually creating a screen. Now, I don't know if it's coming out the eyes this way or if it's going out the eyes this way, but something's happening, damn it. Because when I think of something, it happens. This has been going on for a long time, but me having to explain it, how do you explain it to people? Once you read advanced books and you have all this information in this big ass words, how do you break it down? How do you tell kids? You have to be able to explain things to a child to be a good teacher. And, you sit there in the lectures and you do meditation classes and and you got people that relate, but it's like, what about everybody else that don't understand? And that's always why I had to go back to the drawing board and try to understand, what we talk about, what we live. What we live is what we talk about. And sometimes we need to ignore the circumstances and just try to project into a better future our spirit, and do it with love. This is about survival. This is I'm going to keep talking this shit. This is all it is. Even, this is inflation. I don't like that. I'm not paying $5 for a small ass bag of chips. I'm not paying $12 for a Frito-Lay box. And then all the chips, it's 5 chips in there. They call it shrinkflation now. Somebody doing that shit on purpose. So why y'all scared? Wait, are you listening? Why the fuck are y'all scared if everybody doing this shit on purpose? The fact that there's weather modification technology should let you know you good. You just need to figure out who the fuck is doing this. And stop it, right? Pray about it, right? Because if God is electricity and it rules all the machines and the energy, how do you connect to that to stop that, right? Because we could just all go and lobby against these people and they can't raise our power bills and raise our bills. But y'all gonna be obsessed about, I'm too weak, y'all mentally weak. Gotta cut that TV off, start to believe in yourself. You wanna see change for other people, you're gonna have to be change for other people. As far as it's concerned, this is truly about survival. This is truly about me just contributing, because I'm hearing a lot of messages about how I should open up and talk to other people about what's happening in my personal life. I talk to my friends and family and I see how they benefit from some of the things that we all both talk about. And some of the things that my family talks about, I want to share. I want to be able to benefit other people. Oh my God, my kids are getting out the bath. But I will do more videos, you know what I mean? This is just definitely, I feel like we can all contribute to a greater cause and we can change the world on a metaphysical level. I feel like we can use our consciousness to project and see us in a better world. We might vibrate to that, but what about the other people? What about how you don't want to see homeless people? Sometimes I be thinking this shit is like a psyop. I'm how is there still homeless people? Because, I know this might sound crazy to some, but it's just, we're rich. The life on this earth only has to expand. It only gets bigger. You might have people trying to cap your growth and the atmosphere, and, things are challenging. But it only gets greater later. Like, it really does. I'm kind of hoping that this message reaches a lot of people. Like, I have so much to do during the day. It's really hard to post. But now that my kids are going back to daycare and school and everything like that, now I can actually focus on, like, trying to bring this out and trying to, like, completely unfold, what I'm working on and, like, what God is sharing with me. I want to share with the world. I really hope this video benefited you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And, of course, if you have anything to say, leave it in the comments. You know what I mean? We could talk about so much. I don't really believe in anything holding you back. I kind of believe in the fact that we're holding ourselves back. And even when we feel like that, there's something that manifests in our world that makes it true. Like, I don't feel good enough. Well, somebody might come and talk shit. Then when you choose to make a different reality, you're going to get those challenges because you're creating reality. And where you don't create, there's archons. When you feel depressed and negative, those dark spirits are cleansing your energy. They're not negative. I've never been attacked by any dark shadows. They have cleansed my energy. My energy, that is negative energy. You're manifesting your world. You just can't see the energy particles, but they're energy particles. And that's just the best way that I can explain that right now. Until we all get more advanced with the terminology of quantum physics and, atomic science. It's not much I can say, but what I can say is imagination's everything. And I think a lot of people in religion and, certain sects and certain, groups, secret society, they only kept it a secret because they don't want you guys to fuck it up. And they really took it all for themselves because everybody was being so retarded. You can't really be mad when you guys kept eating and kept, dealing with the things that they handed you and then you never said anything about it. So trying to come after other people or trying to get reparations for slavery, and just all this, get your reparations with your imagination. Get your reparations in your mind. Stop coming after people. It's not going to work. Stop putting voodoo on motherfuckers. It's not going to work. This is Age of Aquarius. So all that voodoo shit, if it's not about love and you not loving people, you not healing the earth, it's not time for that no more. And I wonder if it's even time for love. I mean, y'all don't even want to talk about the fact that y'all husbands, y'all boyfriends, my husband stay at his job. He be at work all day because he's like, I got to pay for this, I got to pay for that. I'm just like, you know what, I understand. Like, it's all a game. And I just really wonder, like, when we gonna win it. Everybody's working hard. So my whole thing is I think that we traded in our purpose. Because you get paid for your purpose. You get paid to be yourself. Spirit is first because that's the structure of everything. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Work on the spiritual part. You will gain so many things. Be your purpose. Do your purpose. Maybe some people are doing their purpose out here. And it's working for them. It's just the childhood wounds. It's the things you went through. I was, and living in those moments. And it just, your behavior makes you choose, because you're thinking of that. So it makes you choose negative shit for the self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm just saying. I remember when I got a job and I was negative about it. I remember I was positive. All that energy you build up and you had the job, you're like, that's it. That's it. As soon as you be negative. So it's like, appreciate what you have. Be positive. Try to build bigger. That's crazy she said that. Try to build, because my children are messengers. I swear to God, I'll be calling my psychic. I'll be checking on. I'll be like, yo, so this, how they feeling? Is everything okay at school? I call my psychics. Yes, I do. I call psychics to get decisions. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And you should too. You should call readers. You should have a tarot deck. And don't try to talk about how your demons Or don't try to talk about, this is what I wanted to say in the sum of it. But people, this is what I'm saying. People want to talk about how it's demonic, but never want to look around at their own fucking shadows and see what they're thinking or what they're doing to contribute towards their madness. I'm just saying, don't pick up a deck and try to tell me it's fucking demonic, because that's retarded. Don't pick up a fucking, what else? Ouija board? I think that's just a straight portal. Leave that shit alone. I'm getting spooky even thinking about that shit. Some things are just spooky. Some things are a warning to your energy. So if it's a warning to your energy, but everybody should have a tarot deck. Everybody should have something that divinates when they're not in that mode. Just like when you can't eat something, you need something else. When you can't sleep, you need something. We have a remedy for everything. I don't think anybody should be out here without a tarot deck, because it tells truth where there's lies. Now, it might get you paranoid. Don't be listening to too many channel messages online, But pick a card. Change my life. Pick a card on YouTube. Help me understand everything that I needed to know. And when I get help, I want to help people. It helped me understand my childhood wounds. It was on my pop. It was on my mom. It was on my husband, my kids. Somebody would just come up with a subject matter. Okay, let's read about this. And because you're in that portal at that point in time, you're able to connect with those energies. Like I said, don't fuck with Ouija. But yes, tarot cards are journey cards. They are a portal. They are a configuration of planets, and they're laid out in a certain way to tell a story about what's happening with a certain situation, and you can almost put like an intuitive film over it. If any of my psychics or tarot readers know what that is, there's like a whole, they call it a veil. Yeah. For real. So I'm just saying, you should be able to make the right decisions, divinate what's proper, do the right thing, build your reality properly. Ain't nobody getting a fucking pass. Or you become soulless. If you got a soul, you're supposed to be creating, you're supposed to be manifesting, you're supposed to be imagining things, making shit happen. That's bringing it from heaven into reality. Oh, heaven, hell. This is hell. It is. Because hell is the sun, and this is the Hellenistic. Look up Hellenistic period, and look up demons and Damians while you're at it, because those were lower animal spiritual creatures. There weren't dark shadows. Those fucking dark shadows are magical spells, and you need to get that shit released. There's no demons in this motherfucker but squirrels and cats. Those are your demons. Everything else, you need to get that shit released. Because that's psychic attack, that's poltergeist, that's spells, it's different shit. You should be out here clear. You should be waking up happy to be alive. You should be getting in the shower, wash your ass. You should be getting to work, getting, on your purpose cause or whatever you need. You need to build something for a company. I wouldn't even go work for a company unless I was passionate about the company. I would not go work for a company if they didn't need help. I would not go to no company to make no money. I go to company and get a little bit of change. So this is my thing. You can't be a millionaire off no fucking job. I mean, I can't believe this shit, the things I see. You gotta take that money as seed money and go invest in something else. If you really could understand in the depths of yourself that you manifest your life, that your life is because you manifest. I think, therefore I am. But if you're not thinking about shit, because you sitting there entertaining yourself with movies, video games, your friends, all this shit, you think that someone else told you is life. Someone else told you that you live in, and this is how you can live. But what they say in the Bible, Jesus Christ came so that you can have life and have it more abundantly. And this ain't having more life. You do have to believe in the teachings of Jesus to have more life. It's the truth. Just like you want Buddha for nirvana, and you want Krishna to understand the spiritual gifts and how even the spiritual powers. And I done been through all them ascended masters. They still alive waiting for y'all. They waiting for y'all to become better people. They have died for y'all to advance your consciousness and create a better world. You'll look at a lot of, and this is going to be another fucking video. Look up Mud Fossil University. Because there's a lot of things, disasters that happened, whatever. They could have planned that shit. They could have did that shit. But there's a lot of disasters that have happened that ruined a lot of artifacts. There were massive buildings out here in the world. And large people. Could you imagine what they could have been fucking thinking if I'm sitting up here with my size brain and I'm thinking the way that I'm thinking I'm so fucking deep? Can we imagine? Could we ever imagine what our ancestors could have built and what they were building, what was going on, what they meant for us? Something infiltrated us. Hello? My husband talks about parasites and shit. You know, it could have been a alien. You know, I don't fucking know. But I feel like, what human being is so cold? How could you get so cold? And then I started to eat certain things. I started to watch certain things. I used to hang around certain people. I'm like, so these are the behaviors, the energies. This is bringing a whole reality shift. Are you fucking listening? This is like the certain ideals and things I was thinking was bringing a whole reality shift. Like I was starting to think away, so then I started to live away. So you think about, oh, it's wars, it's this and that. It's constant bombardment from the news and negative shit from people. Like everybody's just so used to being negative, just talking negative. I'm like, no, that's not the way. That's not going to help you. Anyway, let me get my kids. They out there having a good ass time. I love my kids because they remind me how great life is. I mean, why would they come here smiling? Why would they be born happy? Why is like, oh, it's time to celebrate. It's time to have a good time. Like, why would they come here like that if life wasn't supposed to be beautiful? Y'all just making it fucked up because you can. But that shit gonna come back. What happened when all the thieving and all the robbing and all the dirty shit come back? Because y'all white folks, y'all black. That shit coming back. You better get with these niggas now. See, it's crazy because all the white folks, now they understand what it's like to be black, right? Come on now. What goes around, come around. You know niggas was enslaving white folks. So white folks, black folks, whatever y'all did is going to come around. And that's why I'm sitting here like, okay, look, I'm not doing nothing negative. I've been through enough. I don't need no more discipline, and I don't need no more motherfucking lessons. I hear God. And when that nigga said, stay away from her, and I'm still over there, and then something happened, and then God get me back out. Come on now. Let's save that energy for something else. Like, I'm being real. Like, I'm not being churchy. I'm being real now. Like, I'm being a real person. Like, all that church shit got to go. Because, see, it's too much corruption that had happened. All that church shit got to go. All that, what they call it? Holy rolling. Because it's real, but it's not the only thing. Because they wanted your money. You don't need that. Come over here with me. You got a dollar. It's like, now let me get out of here. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm not going to say that shit again. I'm going to find out who fucking blocking me. And I'm going to whoop that ass. I'm going to find out who trying to block a bitch. Anybody report my videos will be reported. Anybody who is hating on me going to be hated on. It's going to get serious. Y'all going to be fighting demons from your own fucking reality. It's going to be crazy for y'all if you keep being negative. Be positive. Try to find a way to feel better. You know, like if you really can, maybe that's your karma. Try to find a way to feel better. I guarantee trying to be at least in a positive state of mind about things and staying out of a spirit of doubt and just being positive and saying, you know, this is going to happen for me. I'm going to be good. And, you know, like one thing about me, I'm not afraid to tell myself I don't like something or I don't like someone. I'm not afraid to cut people off. I don't care what they think. I'm not here to impress nobody. Even though we need each other on this planet, we need to build with people. It's like, I'm not going to reduce my energy or be sitting there feeling fucking funny when I don't have to. I can be around somebody and make me feel comfortable. If you are surrounded by individuals or people that make you feel uncomfortable in any way, please get away from them. Please work out what you need to work out with them or get the fuck away from them. because they're stopping you and they're blocking you. Intuition is going hard now. And if a motherfucker don't call me, they don't call me. If I don't call them, whatever. My intuition is screaming. Like, I literally can just see. This everything I put my eyes on, I literally can just see. It comes from being honest and telling myself the truth. And talking to readers. Talking to readers, like, they'll confirm what you've been feeling. So that you know for sure, well, this is the feeling I'm feeling when I'm feeling like this. Anyhow, I gotta upload all this shit and then delete it. The more I talk, it's jewels. But it's just like, the more I talk, I'm like, damn, I gotta do all this stuff. Please help me out, like, share, and subscribe. You know what I mean? If you don't, you the fucking devil. Fucking working for the fucking devil if you don't. I swear to God. I knew eventually you get out of that thing. Come on, get it down. All right. Well, I love y'all, and I'm praying for y'all. I'm praying for the world daily. That y'all find peace and prosperity, and that people stop bullshitting. Because money was always unsustainable in the art of it all. But then in the art of it all, it's really a beautiful thing. I don't feel like it was right that how we took advantage of people. I think there's fruit and weed, and we can grow it outside, and we can sew our own clothes, and it's just time to put that back in school. It's just time to rebuild society in a basic way. You know what I mean? All right, so I gotta go. Bye.